Phone check 1 2 1 2. So you made it back. And I am so glad that you are here tonight. I appreciate you being here with me tonight. I promise to be brief, but impactful. And I'm guessing maybe, just maybe, you're getting real tired of acting like it's okay when it's not. You know what I'm talking about, that people pleasing. Somebody cancel on you, no worries. It's fine. Get ghosted. I understand. Disrespected. Okay, cool. Even when you didn't understand. Even when something inside you knew this wasn't fine at all. All those second chances, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Sometimes this can go on for years if you let it. All the chances you gave to people who somehow became comfortable receiving your time, your energy, your patience, without ever considering what any of it was costing you. Sound about right? And maybe, just maybe tonight, you and I can begin to restructure that. Not with anger, not with any revenge, but with a different perspective. Because maybe, just maybe, you're allowed to become a little more selfish with your peace, a little more protective of your time, a little more selective about who gets access to your energy. And as you listen tonight, you don't have to force anything to change. You can just simply listen. And perhaps as these words settle into your mind tonight, you may begin to notice something changing naturally within yourselves. Maybe tonight is the night that whenever you think about those inconsiderate people who don't value your boundaries, the ones who repeatedly took your time for granted, the ones who say, hey, let's get together. Then when the time comes, you don't hear nothing from them, and they act like you the one who got the problem for calling them out. Those people, the ones who made you feel like your effort didn't matter. You no longer feel that old familiar hurt. But maybe instead you begin to feel something very, very different. A quiet satisfaction. A calm understanding. And perhaps you'll hear yourself thinking, thank you for showing me exactly who you are. And when you hear that, you may take a deep breath and begin to let that sentence settle into your mind. Thank you for showing me exactly who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something incredibly freeing about finally believing what someone's actions have been telling you all along. You don't have to keep arguing with reality. You don't have to keep creating excuses for someone else's behavior. You don't have to keep wondering whether you misunderstood what happened. Sometimes, people, they show you exactly who they are. And when they do, you don't have to fight it. You can simply believe them. Now, perhaps you'll notice that the more you accept what someone has shown you, the less energy you need to spend trying to change them. And maybe that's where your freedom begins. You've seen what happens when someone becomes comfortable canceling on you without warning, right? Mistreating you, gaslighting you without an apology, making you feel like it was your fault, taking your kindness, your flexibility, your patience, and treating those things as though they were obligations. Right? They became comfortable with the old version of you, the version who answered every call, the version who explained everything, double text and triple text and sending Harry Potter style novels, right? In the text messages. So quick to respond. The version who kept giving another chance and another and another. But maybe they don't know something yet. But me and you do. Well, what's that? Let me tell you. Person they're expecting to meet isn't the same person they're gonna find. Not because you become cold, and it's not because you've become cruel, but because you've become aware. And you see, your awareness, it changes everything. So perhaps the next time that familiar name appears on your phone, you'll notice a pause. Just a little pause, followed by a breath. And in that very tiny space between the notification and your reaction, you may remember, I don't have to respond immediately. I don't even have to respond at all. I could ignore the call. I could leave it on red. I could block them. I could do whatever I want. You get to choose. Maybe you'll answer. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll call back. Maybe you won't. I wouldn't. I don't blame you. But all jokes aside, either way, I'm telling you that you can make the decision from peace instead of pressure. This is what boundaries can feel like. You see, it's not about punishment. It's not about revenge. It's just a choice. And perhaps one day soon, you'll notice that unanswered call doesn't fill you with guilt anymore. That unread message doesn't make you feel anxious. Someone being disappointed with you doesn't automatically mean you've done something wrong. And when that happens, you may smile. Not because you got the revenge and someone else is hurting from always flaking and canceling on you and disrespecting your time and gaslighting you and ghosting you and all of these things, but because you're finally realizing, I don't abandon myself anymore just to keep somebody else comfortable. And once you realize that, you may begin to take another slow, deep breath and let it settle within your subconscious mind. And allow that thought to settle somewhere very, very deeply. I don't abandon myself anymore just to keep someone else comfortable. And maybe the next time you walk away from something that doesn't respect your time, you'll feel lighter. Maybe the next time you say no, you'll begin to notice how much easier breathing becomes. Maybe the next time someone expects access to you simply because you've given it, you'll remember access to you is not an entitlement, it's a privilege. And you and only you gets to decide who receives it. So tonight, today, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world, you don't have to hate anybody. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to play their game. You don't even have to confront anyone. You can just simply understand. And they hate that when you truly understand and you see them for who they are. And you can just say, thank you for showing me exactly who you are. And then, of course, you can just keep it moving. Because maybe your need for socializing isn't greater than your need for respect. Let me say it one more time again for the people in the back, aka your subconscious mind. Maybe your need for socializing isn't greater than your need for respect. Or maybe your need for intimacy or romance or any of those things isn't greater than your need for respect, and that doesn't make you weird or strange. Maybe your need to be liked isn't greater than your need for peace. Maybe, just maybe, your fear of disappointing someone isn't greater than your responsibility to yourself. And perhaps as you begin to fall asleep tonight, when you finally do go to sleep, wherever you are in the world, you'll begin to feel the difference between being alone and being at peace. Because I'm here to tell you, those aren't the same thing. Sometimes solitude is simply the quiet space where you finally hear yourself again. So today, tonight, evening, wherever you are, like I said, let the unnecessary conversations become quiet. Let the explanations become quiet. Let the guilt become quiet. Let the need to convince everyone that you're a good person become quiet. You already know who you are. And the people who are meant to be in your life will learn to respect the person you're becoming. Now, as you settle deeper and deeper into this day, our conversation, or your rest, or your works, or whatever it is, I want you to let yourself remember one final thing before I let you go. You don't have to become harder of the heart. You simply have to become clearer within your mind, clearer about your time, clearer about your energy, clearer about your boundaries. And perhaps tomorrow when you wake up, you'll carry a little more of that clarity with you. And the next time someone shows you exactly who they are, you may simply just smile, whether it's good or bad. Take a breath and remember, thank you for showing me exactly who you are. And then you'll know what to do. Have a good night. And get some sleep.